Okay, I think we're live now. Woohoo. I'm excited.
Yay.
Yay, I know. Okay, so it's not just me, Victoria, today. It is Heather, which you can see her lovely name on the lovely screen.
Yep, that's my name.
I know.
Oops.
Good morning to everyone. Yeah, there you go. It's like I never,
Opposite.
I know, and then it's confusing. It's more confusing than I wish it was, but whatever.
That's okay.
It's fine. But hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Good morning to those in the U.S. Anybody past the Atlantic? Good afternoon. Good evening. Whatever it may be. Good early morning. But yeah, so it's kind of fun. I wanted Heather to join us for this live because it's actually Crochet Foundry's like birthday, right? So
yeah, this week.
I know it's pretty exciting. We are 3 years old, 3 years young.
What a great age.
I know. I was like, I feel like there's been so much has happened, but then it's only 3 years, and I'm like, we're still babies, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm glad people are saying hello. Monica, good morning. Kim, hello. Lindsay, good morning. I've missed all of you. Well, thank you so much. It's so sweet of you. Maggie, Cheryl, Julie. Julie's in London. Hi, Julie. We're like, you can maybe even hear my loud voice.
I see Kelly, Cocky Crocheter.
Yes. Hi, Kelly. Good morning and yay for 3 years. Yay for 3 years. We've done it. We've passed the terrible twos. I don't know what they say for the threes, but it sounds fine. Right?
I like 3. 3's a cute age. I think it's interesting that Furls and Crochet Foundry have their birthday right around the same time.
Right? I'm like, I don't think it was intentional because I know they were like completely separate at first.
Yeah, they were separate when they started.
It's perfect timing. But Heather, can you I think we've sent emails, like you've sent emails to our like lovely Crochet Foundry audience. And like you've introduced yourself, but we haven't done a Crochet Foundry live with you.
I don't think we have. I went on with Furls a while back, but yeah, so I'm the new Crochet Foundry creative director. I forgot what I was for a second there. And my background is in extensive craft industry stuff. A lot of people out here probably know me from We Crochet because I used to be the face of We Crochet and the podcast host. And so I would do the lives and stuff. So you might know me from that. Before that, I did dollarstorecrafts.com, which is just what it sounds, tutorials for craft projects made with dollar store stuff. And I also had a site called Craft Fail, which is like, I tried to make this, but it turned out like this. Nailed it kind of thing. And I wrote a book for that website. So I've just been like milling around the craft space for at least 10 years, probably more. So now I'm so happy to be back in yarn, which I love to do, and crochet stuff. And I'm excited for what's coming up for Crochet Foundry.
I know. When Pam and Lorene started mentioning that you were joining the team, I didn't know necessarily how, if you will, full your resume was with like awesome, fun things that I personally really enjoy. So it was like, I was just so excited for you to join the team. And I knew you would be more like hands-on and everything, and it'd be great. And then once they like started filling me in, and then you started sharing more about like everything, even I was like, this is so cool. This is the perfect person. It was really exciting because I feel like I love Crochet Foundry, and it's kind of fun to see, like, you can see how we've changed and evolved throughout the issues.
Yeah.
So it's kind of exciting to see where you will take it. And like, thankfully, I have a little sneak peek to see everything that's happening behind the scenes. But I think everybody's going to really love like how you kind of then put your like little spin on Crochet Foundry, and like how you like keep it growing, if you will.
It's funny because when I was 10 or 9 or 10, I used to my thing that I did, like my hobbies were making clubs, and I published newsletters for my clubs. So like this is basically the same thing, and I've been doing a version of this like my whole life. So it's so much fun to be able to be putting more another publication together. We're getting ready to come out with the July issue. So I'm excited for that. This is the first one that I personally have put together. So there's a few new things in there that you have not seen before. Of course, all the same, excellent, not same, new patterns. Lots of garments this upcoming month, and some really cool patterns. Like there's definitely one or two that I'd like to make.
That's so exciting. I'm trying to remember what's in July because I feel like we were planning for this like such a long time ago. And
Yeah.
my part of the process is I'm more involved at the very, very beginning. Like once
Oh, here's a special guest. My kid.
I love it.
My
This
child
is what I love
August.
about the working from home stuff because you see like you'll see my dogs in the background. You see like Pam's kids.
It's yarn because it's for yarn stuff.
Hey Mom, there's a fun fact. If you press Alt F4, something cool happens.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I won't do that now, but
I don't know what you said. I forgot. I totally lost whatever you were saying. So
you're fine. I forgot what I was saying. I can't remember now. Oh, my train of thought.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but like I'm more involved in like at the very beginning when we're like once you've chosen like the designs.
Yeah.
Like so, and then I start like, talking with the designers and stuff. And then kind of once the designers are good to go and start designing and like all of that, I think that's where kind of I step down.
Yeah.
So then it's like, and then you pretty much like take over. Like you.
Yeah, I wear so many hats for Crochet Foundry, like lots of hats. So basically if it's coming from Crochet Foundry, it's either me or Victoria, pretty much. So like all those emails are coming from me. Anyway, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but it's fun. And I noticed some comments I wanted to say. I saw some funny comments. Yep, that was a good. Let's see. So someone said, "Oh, Kelly, the cocky crocheter said, you are such an incredibly nerdy child, and I love it." And that is true. And I'm still a big nerd now. And my family's nerds. So like when people are like, "What sports do you do?" to my kids, I'm just like, we're nerds. We do nerdy stuff. Those are our sports.
That's so funny. I love it. I feel like I realize this as an adult. Like I know my place, I feel like in like the, if you will, like cool, nerdy kind of scale. I'm very happy being like kind of, the thing is, I don't even see like knitting and crocheting. Like it's really not nerdy at all.
No.
I feel like sometimes the crafts gets like, when you're crafty, you're crafty. Like,
yeah. No, I'm definitely a nerd, but proudly.
I know, right? Same here. I have no shame. I mentioned this before. I'm like, I take my crochet everywhere or my knitting or both, depending on the mood and where I'm going. And like, that's all I do. Like, I'm always knitting and crocheting. And so I personally love it.
I can't talk right now.
I love it.
Yeah, you can go with Grandma. Sorry, my mom's visiting today. And so there's lots of excitement going on in our house.
No, you're totally fine. Like I said, we've all seen my dogs. We've all seen Pam's kids.
Yeah, no, it's more fun when real life happens, I think, in videos.
Right? Yeah, no, I totally get it. So for our birthday, what really fun things are happening now, technically?
Yeah, we have, okay, if you're not a subscriber yet, now is the time, and here is why. Until July 6th, we are offering, with your subscription, with your subscription, you always get 12 months of issues and a free exclusive hook, lilac hook, only available from Crochet Foundry, and a tote. But in addition to that, if you buy a subscription right now, you will also get all of the past 12 months of issues free immediately in your account. So you'll be able to look at every issue from, I think it's July 2022 to now, or June 2020. I don't remember which, but whatever adds up to 12.
Yeah, it's June 2022 because that's when we first started doing the monthlies.
That's right.
When we switched from quarterly to monthly. So that's kind of like, that's literally at the end of a year. Once you finish your subscription, you will literally have like 24 monthly
Yeah,
issue.
it's like 79 patterns, I think. I don't have like all the stats in front of me right now, but it's like 79 additional patterns, all the content that's in those magazines. That's really cool, I think, and there've been some really stunning patterns in the last year. So it's a great value. It's already a good value, I think. I mean, you're
Oh yeah.
paying, yeah, I mean, you're paying about, I don't know, like $1 a pattern or something like that, ish. So
Yeah,
anyway,
that's like, I
do
think
that.
I don't think people realize, like, when I buy patterns individually, like, which I love to support like independent designers, and it's so
Yeah.
fun. And like, I think when you break down the value per, like, in the inner subscription, just for like the 12 issues, it is like $8, which $8 for 5 to 7 patterns is like
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
And so technically now, because it is our birthday, you're getting a total of 24.
Yeah.
Like,
And then
monthly
if you
issue.
sign up before the next issue drops, if you subscribe, you'll also get another special offer that's a secret and only for subscribers to know about. So I'm not even going to promote what it is right here, but there is another thing for subscribers too.
Yeah, it does. I do think the subscription is totally worth it. Like, when you look at all the different, because we do garments, we do home decor, accessories, we have some Ammies here and there. Like, you get
And size inclusive patterns. So that's, we were talking about it before, Victoria and I in the background, but like that is pretty much standard now, but also like it's interesting how sometimes you don't find size inclusive patterns. And I think that that's important. I think everybody deserves to be able to dress how they want and make the things that they want to make that work for them. So I'm proud of that.
For sure.
I'm proud that that's something that we do at Crochet.
And like, when we say size inclusive, we mean all of the sizes are there. Does it start at small, extra small, or small, extra small, right?
Yeah, I mean it's like measurements. So we say extra small, but it's like your bust measurements or your waist
Exactly.
measurements or your hips, whatever
Then
it is.
all the sizes are there, and you don't have, like, that's where, again, I may have mentioned before that I am not, when I buy a pattern, I don't want to have to like figure out my like made to measure type of thing. I think that's a great way to start. But then I really like that Crochet Foundry does have all of the sizes there with all the stitch counts and all of that is already figured out. So you just have to follow the pattern.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do. Like, that's personally what I love about it, because then I don't have to do anything else but just read.
We had a little question in the comments that was answered, but I'm going to answer it in this broadcast too. Lex Terminate asked if the magazine is paper or digital, and it is digital. It's a PDF. You can look at it on your tablet or your phone or your computer, and you can print it if you want to. But right now we don't have a print format.
I know I've chatted with like people here before how we hope one day we can get something in print, even if it was just like a best of.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do that in the future. We have plans.
Yeah,
I have plans coming up. We'll see what happens, but
let's do it. Yeah, I really want
to.
We all do. One day will happen, and we will all be so excited.
And we'll be sure to announce it when that happens.
I know. Yeah, for real.
Let's see, what else? Are we doing anything else for our birthday?
I'm trying to think. So we did.
My kid made a cake yesterday.
So cute. Happy birthday. Yeah, I guess, like I said, if you did mention how if you already are a subscriber, you have like your own little secret thing. Okay.
Do you want me to tell? Do you want to say what it is?
I think it would be.
Okay, we'll say. Okay, we're spilling the beans. So if you subscribe now, or if you're a subscriber, you have the opportunity to complete your lilac hook set. I'm grabbing one. I only have 4 on mine, but you can buy 4 more different sizes of the lilac hooks, and then you get the hook stand for free. So you'll be the only one. Oh, you have the full set. You'll be the only one one of the only ones that even has this complete set. So that is something that you can do if you're a subscriber, and the hooks are only available to subscribers. So no one who isn't a subscriber even gets these hooks.
Correct. So that's what's pretty cool of like, so the sizes, every subscription gets, like I mentioned, or Heather mentioned, the tote and the hook, which is a 5mm H hook.
Yep.
And then if you already have that, that means you've already subscribed. And then you'll have the chance to then buy the other 4, which is going to be a 4mm, 5.5, 6mm, and 6.5, which is G, I, J, and K. And then you get a hook stand for free. So,
Yay.
Which is so fun. I'm like, I did not wear the appropriate color shirt, as I realized they are slightly similar.
The lilac's hard to photograph, but it is really gorgeous in real life. It's just like sometimes, you know how displays work and pixels work and all that. Sometimes it just doesn't quite show the real glory of the hooks. But
no, for sure. It's been, cool. I mean, it's a fun sale. I like it. I like that you get the stand for free. That's like the little promo.
Yeah. And I'm a content person, so I'm like excited about like all the free issues. I'm like, wow, that's a really, like, I would love that offer would be really cool for me. I would want to buy that.
No, for real. And then so I see that Tracy is asking for a link for the hooks. So if you've subscribed, like if you have the digital subscription, like the annual subscription, you will have gotten that email. So check your email if you already have the annual subscription.
And if you didn't see the email for some reason, contact customer service, but you do have to be a subscriber to qualify to buy those hooks. So just be aware that if you're not a subscriber, then you wouldn't be able to buy those, because it's an exclusive deal. We got perks if you are a subscriber.
There's lots of perks. I wanted to talk about it because I think it's, like I said, really also, I can't get over, because I know I mentioned last week, I was like, I know some details about the sale we're gonna have for like our birthday, and I was like, I think you're just gonna get a lot of issues. I don't think I realized you get like a whole year's worth of issues if you buy that subscription. So
I did try to do like every issue ever, but it was like too big of a file. I couldn't make it work with our shop and like downloading I don't know. I couldn't figure it out because I'm only so tech savvy. I'm fairly tech savvy, but not like completely. So I tried that, but it didn't work. Maybe Black Friday, if I can figure it out, we'll do that. But
it'll be fun. No, yeah. I like sales. I like I said, it's like a pattern is the gift that keeps on giving, because you can just keep making it, or you can make other ones because there's like 5 to 7. So do you have like a favorite issue so far that you've seen?
The one garment that sticks out to me is the sleeves. I think it was the cover of April or May. April. It was April. So is that like the collar with just the long sleeves? That was really cool looking. I'm sorry, I don't know what it was called yet. I can try to look it up.
I think I know. I think I can pull it up because I really liked that one.
Yeah. I'm really excited for our cover, like the issue that's coming up, the cover. I don't know how to share it here or if I can, but it's like the cover garment is so cool. It's so pretty.
I don't think even I've seen it. I don't think
you haven't seen it. I can try
to. Can we show it if the cover's ready?
Maybe, yeah. I think we can. It's close enough.
Right. Okay.
If you look in, I'll send you a link maybe if I can find it.
Let me see. July 2023.
Yeah, it's in the file.
I can share my screen. I learned how to share.
No one wants to watch me scroll my computer. Well,
you're fine. I found it.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Here it is. The big reveal.
I know. Big reveal. Let's go. Okay. How cute is this? I'm like, let me zoom in a little bit.
I love it.
This is so pretty. I love okay, so I had never done, what would you is this considered like filet crochet, if you will?
I mean, I would call it that, but it's not technically, because there's like a specific definition of filet. But so what happened was our designer, Mary Beth Cryan, she actually developed this stitch herself, like the stitch combination. So it is like filet, but it just looks like it'll go fast too, because there's so much open space, and you actually don't even need that much yarn, which is pretty cool.
I love something that does not require a lot of yarn, and I can make up fast because I feel so much better
Yeah.
about starting a new project.
There's also instructions for if you want, you can make it into a dress, which I think would be really cute for summer. You could use it as the summer cover up,
Oh yeah.
or just like, I mean, I wear tank tops and leggings all the time, so pretty much I could just put that over that, or jeans.
That's
Yeah,
so
jeans and a dress. Is that coming back yet? 90s,
I'm what's funny
early
is I
2000s?
almost put on something very similar to that today, and I was like, maybe not, but I almost did. I really did.
I like wearing jeans with dresses. I think it's fun.
But I really like I don't think I realized Mary Beth had kind of came up with that stitch combination, like if you will.
Yeah, she did it. Yeah, I actually interviewed her there's an interview in this next issue with her about the cover and like some of the backstory. So that's pretty fun. That's a new thing that we haven't done before.
That's so I actually yeah, I will say I'm really thankful that like you've joined the team. I think the little changes that you're adding are going to just really elevate the magazine even more.
Thanks.
And like I mean if I'm scrolling through this little cover, I can see there's I think like a blog post or a snippet from MX.
There's a bunch of stuff. So we're talking about in there. I interview Celeste from Celestial Crochet, which I suggest you go like Google that right now because she is an amazing crocheter who makes incredible like couture outfits that her daughter models. So I interviewed her, and then MX Domestic gave us some backstory for his or their new blanket. And we've got little like potluck with patterns. I mean, with recipes in it. We have just other like roundups of pattern inspiration. I did a page with behind the collection, so there's like a sketch and a swatch of one of the garments and like the pitch. Like this is what the designer wanted it to be, and then it shows you what the final product is. So I love that. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm like a journalism nerd, so I just like I have so much fun doing this kind of stuff. So it's kind of, me just putting together a little magazine for you.
I love it. It's so fun. Wendy said she would love that in blue, green, purple combo would be stunning. I would agree. I think that's so fun. Like that's one thing that I will always rave about when you make like your own anything in general, but like especially like garments, like you can choose your colors. I mean, I'm not the best at choosing colors, so I normally try to stick to what somebody has already like done. Like if they pick the colors, or I choose a yarn that's like variegated and everything. But I love just how much you can customize kind of anything. Like
what about everyone out there listening? How do you choose colors? Because I'm a color is my thing, so I love combining colors and playing around with that. But I get that like everybody has different parts of crochet that appeal to them.
Yeah,
like this. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say like this pattern, something that keeps me going is like switching colors or doing like different rows of colors or different stitch patterns per row. That's something that, because I'm ADHD, like it just keeps me going with it. But if it's like all single crochet the whole entire time, I feel like I'm making a giant amigurumi, and I get like I'm just like, when's it gonna end? But yeah, I just like a little variety in the pattern like keeps me going.
No, for sure. That's so cool. Like I said, like I've mentioned this before. We've talked about it because we talk about all yarn things all as I'm like making whatever else and starting a new project. But like I feel like my colors are either very, like I said, I choose what somebody's already picked for me or like picked for a pattern, or I choose something like very, very similar that I know will work because for whatever reason, like I get nervous when I choose. Maybe I get more nervous than that's probably my bigger hurdle than actually choosing the right colors. Because then I'm like,
you have to lean into some fear, like some, creating things. Sometimes you have to face a little bit of fear. Have you heard of the trick where if you take a picture of the yarns you're working with and you put them in your camera and desaturate it, so you turn it black and white, it helps you decide what colors to pick? Because it'll show you the values. So the values like the darkness or the lightness of the color. And you can't, when you're looking at the colors themselves, you can't necessarily tell like which one's a heavier value. But when you take away the color, it shows you how different they are. And so if you always put two colors together that aren't the same value, it helps add harmony to your color combos.
I am slightly in shock because I've never heard that.
I'll have to put this in. I'll put this in an upcoming magazine as an article sometime.
Please do. I feel like anything where like, because when we discussed more in general color and people were saying, well, like color theory, and like what's funny is for whatever reason I can do color theory when it comes to makeup. I used to work in makeup.
Yeah.
But then for whatever reason with yarn, like my color theory goes out the window. So I would love like I actually we all of us would love like something like a little article or something that goes more into color and how to like it, like what you just explained. It sounds it totally makes sense when you explain it, but I'd never thought about almost reducing that noise to see what's really going on.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're not happy with the color combination, if you like take a picture of the final product and then you do that, you're like, oh, I can see why, because there's patches that are like all the same value, so they don't pop. And that's okay if you want like a neutral chill vibe, that's a good way to go. But if you want more contrast, then you might, you need to pick a different value. We have some questions that we need to answer here.
Okay.
I think. Like one was, I just subscribed and how do I get the hook email now? You'll get it shortly after, you'll get it in the next 24 to 48 hours. The offer will come to you. And then also if you don't get it, you can contact customer service, correct?
Yeah. So support at crochetfoundry.com. I just sent that through.
Oh, you just did. Yeah, we got the links.
Yeah. So feel free to email us in with any questions in general. But yeah. Is there any other questions?
Just comments about color if you want to look at those and see what people are saying.
Let's see. I use a self-striping yarn with a neutral color, so black, cream, white, and brown, so that my clothes will go with my outfit.
That's a great tip. Another way that you can incorporate a little color if you're afraid, and if you're usually a neutral person, but you're wanting to foray into color. If you're using more than one color, pick your favorite neutral, and then just pick one pop color, or you can pick like all neutrals. So like gray, brown, black, and cream. Like if you had those colors, they're all neutrals, and you just pick like one wild bright color, like hot pink or whatever color you like. Blue. It should work as long as all the other ones are neutrals. It'll just add a little pizzazz, but it won't be too overwhelming.
I like that. You are just a fountain of knowledge.
Yep, know it all. Yep, that's me.
Crocheter. Usually prefer mono or tonal speckled if I'm feeling crazy.
Nice.
And let the texture do the talking.
Oh, that is a good point. That's what I like to do too when I have a one color like this. This is one color, which is unusual for me, but see, it has this cool like lacy texture at the top. And then the rest of the body of the garment is this alternating stitch. So again, it kept me going because it was like 2 different stitches every row. So I didn't get the normal board that I get if it's all one color for me.
No, I love that. And if anybody kind of knows Cocky Crocheter, Kelly, like his designs all have this like cabling work that is so pretty. And like that's something that we mentioned of like you sometimes don't want overwhelming color over the texture because then you lose it. Right. So
it does depend on the yarn. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's one thing that I had to learn the hard way, where I made something that had like a texture to it. That was my dog. And then, but the color just took away from it because it was just like, really bright, really like variegated.
Yeah, variegated's hard with crochet. It's so different with knitting because if you do like the, I think it's stockinette stitch, it's like it looks cute even no matter how wild the variegation is. But for crochet, sometimes it doesn't work that way just because of the way our stitches are constructed. So my tip for variegated yarn is always like moss stitch is your friend because it kind of mimics that stockinette stitch look, and it usually showcases a variegated yarn pretty well.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Thank you so much. Wow, I'm like, I need to have you on this live more often.
Come on, whenever you want.
I am learning so much today. Oh goodness, that's so fun. Well, like, yeah, I'm just very grateful that you joined us today for our birthday. Yeah, I feel like 2 birthdays in like a 1 week span is like a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like we've all been so busy, and so it's kind of nice, and I'm excited that we could kind of chit chat about what's going on in Crochet Foundry. When does the July issue come out?
It is available to subscribers this Friday. So if you subscribe, you get it early. And then the 7th, I think it's July 7th, the next Friday after this Friday. Yeah.
Okay,
July
cool.
7th is the public release date.
I'm excited. I like kind of walk through our different designs, and now we've seen the cover, but I then like to show, the different designs, some pictures of them, of like just from the photo shoot or whatever.
Oh yeah.
We have available. But it's really, I as someone who is plus size, I appreciate seeing like the different designs on different bodies.
Me too.
And not just straight sizes, and like,
yeah, I completely agree. The feeling that you get when you see someone with a similar body type to you is so validating, and it really makes you feel like, oh, like I do fit into this world. Like it's funny because I didn't really realize it until I started seeing people with similar body types to me, and then I was like, wow, I really feel good. Like it makes me feel like I'm fine, like I fit into this world, which we do. Like everybody's different.
yeah.
Bodies aren't supposed to be the same. We're not all supposed to look like 16-year-old children. Like everybody looks different. People from, like there's a place for everybody, and we all look beautiful. Like we're all lovely in our own way.
Yeah.
And I just think like that's so important to me too.
No, for sure. I feel like I notice it more when then I look at different publications. Thankfully, I feel like the more recent, different patterns and just more pictures that you see, there are people that look like real people. But then sometimes you do come across something that's like, I don't think these clothes are for me, or this is not for me because I don't
know, and I can't tell if it is. Like even if you do have plus size, but you're not showing it on a plus size person, it's hard to tell how that's going to work on you. Yeah. And we try to do that. It's hard for us to do it for every garment, but we definitely make a point to do it for some of the garment, like in terms of the model and showing those samples. On different size bodies, because it's representation matters. It matters to everybody who needs to be represented, which is a lot of people out there who don't see themselves in media, and we want to add to that.
And that's why our little slogan is because everybody deserves beautiful crochet.
Yep.
Like it's kind of like, I like it because it's like, it's just so true. And obviously the whole point of it is to be like clever, but
yeah, I mean it's nicely turned of a phrase, but it's also super true, and it's important to everyone on our staff, and for me it's important for everyone who wants to crochet to be able to crochet and to make the things that they want and things that appeal to them. So I just want more people crocheting, basically.
For real. I love crochet.
I know.
That's what's kind of funny is like, I think sometimes people don't realize how yarny and like crochet minded we all are at both Crochet Foundry and Furls. Like we're not playing around. It's like, oh yeah, this is like our whole life.
No, and there's like, I really appreciate how Furls and Crochet Foundry back up what they believe with like words and actions, not just like nothing or like hot air. So it's a great company. I really appreciate working with everyone here, and I think everyone out there who's concerned about where their money is going and what it's supporting, like you can feel good about spending money with us, because it is a small business, even though it doesn't seem like it, and your money is making a difference, and it's not just going into some billionaire hole somewhere. Fishing hole, money hole. Yeah.
So okay, well, we won't keep it going on too long, but I think we can do one giveaway. Yeah. Let's see, what question should we ask that they can answer and then we can select?
I don't know. What do we normally ask?
I mean, when we talked about color, I think I put your favorite color. When I talked about what you like to design, I don't. Let's see, what's the fun? What have we been talking about? I guess you can give us your birthday month. Why not?
Give us your email password and your. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Let's tell us. How about your star sign or your birthday?
Sure. Let us know your birthday. I'm very curious.
And what are we going to give away? Are we going to give away?
I think we can give away a subscription. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do the subscription, and you will also get the 12-pack of back issues.
So.
And then if you're still having trouble, if you are a subscriber and you didn't get the email and you're worried about it, you can actually just email me directly if you want, or support. You can either email support@crochetfoundry.com or you can email me, Heather@furlscrochet.com, and I'll look into it for you.
crochetfoundry.com. I send everything so they have it.
If they email support, does it go to you?
Yes. So it goes to me pretty much, but we have Steph who joined the team, and I mentioned Steph a couple weeks ago when she started kind of onboarding and all of that. So I get them and then I send them to Steph just to make sure that it's something that we've talked about, she's trained on. So you'll either get an email back from myself or from Steph.
And I think we have other reminder emails going out too. So like once in a while, if you're an email subscriber, you won't get an email like if you got one yesterday or something. Like we have it, so you're not getting them like every 5 minutes, because nobody likes that. So sometimes once in a while you'll just be there's the computer robots will eliminate you from that mailing. So once in a while, if that happens, you can just let us know if you need to get the emails.
Yay!
I see everybody's months and star signs.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna like 30 seconds.
All right, 30 seconds.
And then we're gonna start scrolling, and then Heather can tell me when to stop.
Oh,
but let's see.
Okay, you tell me.
It'll be great. It'll be fun.
Tell me when to say when.
Okay. You can. Are you gonna scroll or am I gonna scroll?
You scroll. Okay,
I'm scrolling. I'm not looking.
And stop. No whammies.
I always click on the middle. I have to scroll again. I literally always click I literally clicked and nothing went. Okay.
Scrolling. And stop. Oh, Kelly.
Hockey crochet.
Let's pick a second one too. Let's do 2.
Okay. Okay. I love giving things away.
I know.
Okay. I'm scrolling.
And wait for it. Stop.
Okay, how did that happen?
You're scrolling cocky crocheters.
Comments. Different. Okay, we're gonna do.
Can't win it twice, Kelly. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Kelly. Okay, I'm scrolling again. So
stop. Okay. At least you can tell it's not rigged. There we go. Maribel is hooked. Yay.
I love the Maribel is hooked. I was like, she's hooked on what? I was like, oh, that's literally the little handle. I love this.
Okay. Well, congrats. What do they need to do to get their subscriptions?
So email support@crochetfoundry.com.
Yes.
At crochetfoundry.com. Yeah. Okay. And Maribel, Kelly, congratulations. Heather, thanks for jumping on. I definitely want to invite you more because this was so fun. I learned.
I'll come whenever. Yeah, just let me know. I'll be here whenever you want. Yeah. And then everyone out there who participated and watched and joined us, we appreciate you. And it pays off to come to these lives because you find out insider information that nobody else knows. So keep on coming to these lives, and also tell a friend about Crochet Foundry because we need new crocheters. We need more. More people. Bring them to our community.
Kind of related to that, you send out the submission calls, right?
Oh yeah, let's mention that.
Do you want to just?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for anyone out there who is a designer, crochet designer, or wants to be one, you think that you're like there where you think you want to try writing a pattern, we have submission calls. So you can go to crochetfoundry.com, and then if you click on, I think it's indie patterns, or sorry, I don't know the exact navigation. You gonna look it up for me? Okay, Victoria will tell you in a second where to go. But if you go there, you can submit patterns to be possibly in Crochet Foundry magazine, which we have an open call right now happening. And so you can find that information on our site. And the deadline for submitting a pattern proposal is, I think it's July 9th. So you got a little, like almost 2 weeks. And we have some really exciting collections coming up. So you can find out like what we're planning, and they're really cool. Like I'm really excited for what's coming up. So submit your pattern ideas. We walk you through how to do that in the submission, like the links that you click through to submit. So and then also designers, you might, if you're on our designer email list, you know that we have an open drop-in phone call coming up in 20 minutes. So you can join that if you are a designer and you want to talk to me.
Oh, I like that. Thank you so much. Well, thanks for joining our call. I'm definitely going to invite you more often. I learned a lot. I know other people learned a lot. I was looking at the comments. People were like, I need help with color. So
yeah, and we'll come, we can talk about whatever you want at any point. So okay. I'll make up answers if I don't know the right ones. No, I won't. Okay, are we going to say bye? Bye. Like you hang up first, or
okay, bye now, and then I'm like, oh, but then, and then I'm like, okay, bye now. Yeah, sorry.
I'll be quiet and I'll let you do.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us. I will see you next week at the same time, which is Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central. I always get my time zones mixed up, but 11 a.m. Central. It was great to see you all. I hope to see you next week. And I can't wait. It makes me happy. I love Wednesdays. But anyway, bye, y'all.